Time to turn on the TV so I can try to get some rest. But I just can't shake the feeling that they're here. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your BFF Snowy Oreo 663 here, right now. And for day 8 of the Scare-A-Thon, we have an absolute classic. It's Poltergeist from 1982. So I've actually never seen this one before this marathon. Shocking, I know. I did remember a few scenes from this because of pop culture, and some of those were burned into my childhood brain as I slept with the lights on, so. This movie is also rated PG, but keep in mind that it's 80s PG, which essentially translates to fuck them kids. And I guess I'll do my best to do this absolute icon in the genre justice with my review. I'll start with a brief synopsis, go into my thoughts, and then dive into spoiler territory with a full summary. Ready? Let's go. A family consisting of father Steve, mother Diane, oldest daughter Dana, middle child Robbie, and youngest Carol Ann are just your average 1980s family in their new home. Carol Ann is a bit of a weirdo with the TV one night, talking to the static channel and ominously saying that after returning from his real estate job, Steve finds Diane blown away by the supernatural force that she seems to have discovered. She's able to get it to push chairs and Carol Ann around, feeling honestly way more calm about this than most. That night, a giant tree from outside grabs Robbie in his room and tries to eat him, distracting the family while an invisible force pulls Carol Ann into her closet. After she vanishes, they realize something truly sinister is going on as Carol Ann's voice is then heard crackling from the TV static. Okay, before I get too far, can I just say how funny this was to watch right after I finished the first season of Stranger Things? That show essentially has the exact same central mystery, and I might be the last person on planet Earth to learn that. Anyway, season 1 was really good, solid 8 out of 10, Dustin best character. I'll watch season 2 later, but I'm a little busy at the moment, so. I honestly like how quickly things ramped up in this. Most modern movies wouldn't have the characters fully interact with the supernatural until practically a third of the way into the thing, maybe even halfway, but here we jump right into it, and it somehow keeps getting more and more intense as time goes on, never letting up and never backing down. I was also surprised at how much I liked the characters too. I love how tight-knit this family was and how, for the most part, smart they were. They wasted no time at all accepting the freaky things going on, and they managed to keep a strong head on their shoulders, determined to get their daughter back and understand the motivations of the spirits for taking her. Bless me, thank you. This was also unreasonably funny. I laughed out loud more times in this than I would have expected. A lot of it was due to the line delivery of the incredible cast. Everyone's so good in this. Now we're gonna get a little deeper into the plot and into some spoilers. If you want to skip, head to this time. Ready? 3, 2, 1, boo. Hiring a woman named Dr. Lesh and her team to come in, they set up cameras and use equipment to try to capture evidence of the supernatural in the home. It's fairly obvious to conclude that the house is indeed haunted, but things especially get intense that night. One of the tech guys has this super fucking iconic scene in the bathroom where he hallucinates himself tearing his face off. Holy shit! And it's still rated the same as Frozen. What the fuck? Oh, 80s PG, I love you. They managed to capture footage of the supernatural force, showing the spirits of dozens of people in the home, all seeming lost. Also, a random assortment of items rained down from a spot in the ceiling, all having come from different time periods. Steve is then pulled out of the home by his boss Lewis, trying to talk work to him. He wants to develop a new patch of land over a cemetery, telling Steve that he'll easily be able to move the graves to a new spot. After all, it wouldn't be the first time. Finally identifying what they're dealing with, Dr. Lesh brings in the best fucking character in the history of ghost movies. This lady named Tangina? I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm just gonna call her Queen Medium because that's what the hell she is, okay? Queen Medium senses the presence of the souls in the house, telling the family how lost the spirits are. Most of them have no interest in harming the family, but there's one specific spirit called the Beast that is very antagonistic and wants to hurt Carol Ann, feeding on her life force to prevent the others from crossing over. Finding a direct link to the other world in the kid's closet that deposits out to a spot in the ceiling downstairs, Queen Medium tells them to feed a rope through it and call for Carol Ann. Diane and her debate for a little bit about who should go into the portal.
I'm going in after her! Won't come to you! Let me go! You've never done this before! Neither have you! You're right, you go!
They tie a rope to Diane as she goes in, managing to retrieve Carol Ann from the other side. Queen Medium then declares the home clean, and the family gets their things ready to move out and away from this hellhole. Wait, why are there still 20 minutes left? The dumbasses let their kids go back to the same room that had the demon closet for whatever reason, ready to move in the morning. The closet portal opens again, shocker, being more demonic this time than ever before. Diana is thrown around in a room by an invisible force, but fights through it to retrieve her children before they get taken. We get this absolute badass creature reveal and the nastiness of the dead bodies that sprout from the pool when she gets thrown in. Ew, ew, gross, hell no, go away. Steve arrives home just as his boss comes in, hearing the screams. Steve realizes that the entire development here was built over a cemetery, but the idiot only moved the gravestones and not the bodies. He gathers up his family and drives away as the house implodes in on itself. The group heads to a motel, pushing the TV out the door before getting some rest. This was so goddamn good, y'all. I love how intense it got, and I love how, despite the obvious terror of the evil spirit, this film does leave you with a softer and more gentle look at the spirits from the afterlife. Queen Medium does good to let you know that most spirits are not evil, instead just lost between worlds. I like that a lot. Again, also, completely hilarious. The line deliveries in this got me so much. I was cackling at the last 5 minutes like a maniac. And then there's the actual scares, which, yeah, are really good. Super creative for the practical effects, and it's getting the official stamp of really scary. Usually for classic films like this, I find myself respecting it more than I actually like it. But not this one. I respect it and like it. They truly don't make them like this anymore, and they definitely don't make them like this with a PG rating anymore. I'm giving this icon 4.5 out of 5 stars. Thanks so much for watching my video. As for tomorrow's movie, when moving to a small town in the Midwest, you'll have to accommodate to the local rules. The biggest one of all, of course, is to not mess with their mascot. Bye.